Confident in psychic abilities is the new sexy. Creative is the way psychic information is received. Conduit is the connection between heaven and earth. These three C's make up exactly who I am, and that is psychic medium Monique Antoinette. On this reality show, you will witness the powerful grief healing effect of an afterlife connection through my private connection readings, where I am connecting everyday people with their loved ones in heaven in hopes of obtaining closure, answers to unanswered questions, or to simply know that their loved ones are safe and at peace on the other side. And also on this reality show, you will observe and learn what it really takes to overcome social, religious, and cultural stigmas, mental, emotional, and physical challenges, and all in order to become sexy and psychic, a confident, creative conduit who serves others here on earth and in heaven.
I just want to explain to you how it is that I communicate with spirit so I don't look like some crazy person.
Okay.
Like I'm talking to somebody invisible, because I really am. So how spirit communicates with me is through symbols, through feelings. So if I begin to experience an emotion, know that that is me feeling either your feelings or the feelings of your loved one.
Okay.
And on occasion, primarily the communication is through telepathy, but on occasion, if the soul is sort of feisty and rambunctious, I will communicate out loud. And that sometimes looks a little crazy, but I just
Do what you have to do.
I do what I have to do.
Oh.
Is there someone recently that has experienced a car accident?
But he's still here, my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long ago?
6 months ago or so.
Okay. So I think what's going on here is your loved one is trying to recall past memories, past events. That's how they validate.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if there was a car accident, how I interpret that is your loved one makes mention of it to help connect that that is them. Do you understand that?
Like they were there.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Watching and saw that. So
Okay.
there was a car accident.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there was.
Okay. Okay, good. We've got a connection. It's not as strong as I would like for it to be.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's like boom.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the 4th of July, but it just depends. I know it just depends on the energy that your love, the soul, and how much strength and power they have in order to get the message across. So it just may take a little while for us to kind of get through it, but we've got something here going.
Yeah.
So this is good. Okay, so we had a car accident. Does the song "Isn't She Lovely" mean anything to you? Stevie Wonder? No. Okay. I can hear the song "Isn't She Lovely" playing. I don't know what he's trying to say with that. He's getting at with that.
I don't know.
I know. That's my job, right?
Yeah.
Right. Do your job, lady.
Hurry up.
Earlier today, my spirit guides sent me a message, and actually it was more of a warning. You see, Michelle came for her reading, but she brought along with her her bestie. They've been best friends since they were 4 years old. Now, my spirit guides warned me that the two of them together in the room at the same time might create a little bit of a stir on the other side. And, because I'm a psychic medium, I'm busy doing things and I get messages from my spirit guides, and sometimes I take them literal and at face value, and sometimes I don't. I think this time it was literal. I thought, okay, there's a possibility. There could be a lot of energy, a lot of a lot of souls from the other side trying to connect from the other side, because we don't just have one person in the room, we have another one, and every single person who is alive, of course, has people that they've lost on the other side. So when you get more than one person in a room, couple at a time, and a medium is in the room and it's open, and let's not even get going about, let's say the client may have their own psychic abilities, maybe not the gift of mediumship, but just maybe, intuition, or the gift of knowingness, or clairaudience. You never know. I mean, every single human being has psychic ability. To what degree is the question, and the another important question is, are you even in touch with it? I mean, to be human is to be psychic. So I believe all of these factors added something into what you see being experienced in this clip here. So I am challenged in this reading as a medium in trying to figure out who's who, and really waiting for the strongest soul to come through and begin to send me clear, definite information. And so this is really what we're waiting for. So I'm getting name after name after name. I'm asking her questions. She's looking at me like, come on, lady, do your job. I'm staying cool underneath. I'm taking in the energy and having dialogue, with the spirit world at the same time, and then reminding myself, it requires patience. That means from you too. And then really figuring out how to proceed next with, trying to really harness the energy of what's going on in the room. And so let's see what happens in the next clip.
I heard Tanya and then scream. So Tanya was there when you lost your loved one.
Well, she came over that
She
day.
came over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you said Tanya,
Yeah, screaming.
and then something about screaming, and I was like, I don't know what Tanya. But now I'm wondering who this one person was, and it wasn't necessarily screaming,
You don't know her name?
but
You're getting goosebumps?
yeah. So
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt your thing, like you were saying
Oh,
earlier, and I want to know maybe that's not the name,
Oh, she's not sure if that's the lady's name that was screaming.
but it wasn't screaming. It was with anyway. I don't know how much to give up, but
Okay.
it's someone that I dealt with relating to who
Your-
I'm here
For
for.
your loved one.
Exactly.
Got it.
So you said that, if something comes up to step out, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I want to clear the room, maybe stuff was coming up,
Oh,
For
I
you,
see.
right? I knew
Okay.
there was a possibility, which is why there's
So- but I could
Much.
be wrong. Her name, that may not even be her name, but
But you've got
I don't know.
goosebumps and you've got something
Yeah.
going on, and that's usually a
I don't know.
symbol that there's a connection being
Okay.
made. So let's just honor that.
And go.
Step out, go take care of that, and then we'll finish up here. And
Okay.
maybe just separating you and the attachment that you've got with
Mhm.
your loved ones on the other side might make room
For my
for
recovery.
yours to come through with a
So
little
get
more
out of
strength.
here.
Bye, bestie.
Yeah, we're not besties no more, okay?
Look, you messing up her flow. That's
Are you-
that has stepped over. It's huge. It's a male figure. His spirit is big, and I'm not sure if it's a grandfather or just that person was just tall in the physical form, like a big
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, this male presence that stepped over is saying something. I don't know. I don't know what the meaning is for you, but he's saying.
You guys see on that last clip, Michelle gives the camera the little poo-poo face. Well, guess what? If it was me in my reading, I would have given the poo-poo face too. At that time, she's not happy. And you can even see further along in the clip that I'm not even 100% convinced that the connection that I'm getting is really strong enough to even be called a connection. But you know what, guys? This show is called a reality show for a reason. I want to keep it real with you, which is why I said, you know what? I want the viewers to experience the truth about what's going on in a reading. And here it is. It's not a perfect reading. It's not ideal. Folks are a little frustrated, a little, getting impatient. The room is heating up. We've got, extra bodies in the room that are alive. We've got extra bodies coming in from the other side because we've got two best friends in the room at the same time, which is fine if we're doing a group reading, and the goal is to move around from person to person, but that's really not what was going on in this case. It was supposed to be one-on-one, and so Bestie, and we just love her so much, she finally decides to exit the room in order to give Michelle and her loved ones an opportunity to be center stage in the reading. And so this is a good thing, and watch how good this turned out to be during the next clip.
I get John, Cancer.
My dad. He died of cancer.
What's his name?
John.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got connection.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He died of cancer.
Oh, this is the male presence.
Okay.
That's
He had 12.
okay. That's okay. We'll
Yeah.
get to him. We got Dad, John, Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a big energy about. He's got a
Yeah,
big
that's
presence
my
about
dad.
himself. But
That's
it's
him.
sort of gentle at the same way.
Yeah.
And I have to say, when the energy showed up, he made an immediate attempt to come towards you, to hug you. He wants to hug you and touch you. And I said, well, I need you to hold back a little bit so we make sure it's you, So I just want you to know that he wants to hug you. And so I'm just going to let him, oh, that's nice. I can feel his energy moving over and crossing over to give you a hug. Yay!
Yay.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay, so let's see what Papa has to say.
Okay.
He says, I love you, I miss you, and I needed you to not care so much about my death. I don't know what that means to you.
Well, I was always trying to see if there was any way, like, we could find a cure, like, when he was alive, I was always like, well, let's go here, and see if they can help you.
Oh.
Maybe that's
You
why.
cared.
Yeah.
Okay, and he needed you to not
Yeah.
care as much, hang on for as long. I get a feeling, and I don't know exactly what kind of cancer he passed from, but I'm getting, they come through and they send my body signals, feelings, but I get a feeling between my stomach and my neck of,
He had a hard time.
did he have, was his cancer, was it a long, I guess what I'm getting at is it seemed complicated, that it wasn't.
In a sense, yeah, it was.
I get stomach, throat. Stomach, throat, and something with the head, and I was miserable and I was ready to go.
Yeah, he, do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, if
okay.
that means anything to you.
Well, he had myelodysplastic leukemia, which is a form of cancer.
Okay.
And right before he passed, it like attacked his throat.
Okay.
And so he was having trouble swallowing, where he barely didn't eat much. So, but it was through his whole body, you know, because it's in your blood, you know.
Right.
So.
Okay, so, but when, the throat,
and so he
the
wasn't
stomach,
eating, maybe
that's why I'm feeling that uncomfortable.
And he was miserable at the end. He was like, I'm just done.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight anymore.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Was there anything going on?
You know
with
what?
the head?
Maybe because at the end, because of the blood loss, he wasn't all there.
Oh.
The last few days.
Okay.
Because his blood count went down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So that.
Well, looky here. We got connection. John Cancer is what comes through. John is Michelle's father, and he had cancer at the time he left the physical world. Now, these items that I'm holding here in this scene, they don't belong to him. And so this is a perfect example of how we've got to stay open to the strongest person with the most energy is going to come through with a message. And I believe had she gotten so overly frustrated and completely shut down, that probably wouldn't have even happened. And so I was excited. Not only that, but look at how the entire environment was assisted when her bestie left the room. She took her loved ones who were trying to connect with her out of the room, which gave way for Michelle's loved one to be able to come through and leave a message for her, which is great. And so her father, John, was sending me signals through my body that were slightly uncomfortable through the stomach and the throat area. For me, just so you know, it felt like it was hard for me to swallow and get air through, and I could feel that there was a connection between the stomach and the throat. That's why I blocked this particular area off. And when I referenced the head, I was feeling pressure and sort of a feeling of numbness. So when she got into explaining that towards the end of his life, he had actually gone into a coma, the feeling that he sent me from the head was referencing that he was not mentally conscious during that time, which is why he went on to say, in spite of that, Michelle, I knew you were there, which is beautiful. So this is a fantastic moment for everybody. Yay, we've made connection. Let's keep watching.
Still gentle. His spirit is gentle, but he's forceful, and he says, he said, listen, I need you to, and I don't know anything about you, but he's making me feel like you're not moving, your life is not the way that you want it to be.
Yeah.
And he's saying, listen, it's time for you to start living the life that you're supposed to have. To let go. I don't know what he's referring to, but there's something that you haven't let go of that is stopping you from moving forward in the life that you're supposed to have. And he says, and she's always laughing and she's always joking, but she's sad underneath the laughter.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's a little upset about it in his own way. He needs you to start living your life.
Okay.
So
yeah, I can see. Yeah.
That I'm sure that has meaning for you.
Yeah,
so,
it does.
Okay, good. Is there something? I'm hearing something about writing. Is there something creative that you?
No, that would be my daughter, probably my older daughter. She likes to write.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so maybe he's
and write songs and stuff.
Okay, so this is just his way of saying, I know that she's a writer.
Okay.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
That's
so,
nice.
She was
okay.
Grandpa's little girl, so
got it,
probably why.
Got it. Okay. You brought that up. Does the name Scott have a name?
My sister's son.
Oh.
He passed.
Oh, yeah. He, was it tragic?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want me to say how, or?
Wait a second.
Okay.
I'm just getting a, he just wants, first of all, he wants you to know that Scott is fine.
Okay.
Was it sort of brutal?
I would say.
I'm getting a feeling of...
Well, I mean, I don't know how to say it, because he didn't die right away.
Okay.
So later on down the line.
Okay. Yeah, the ending wasn't good.
Yeah, the way it happened wasn't good, but then his death, it was like almost like he died twice.
Yeah. Okay, that's why my body...
Yeah, the second time it wasn't as bad, but the first time, it was really bad.
Yeah, I can feel that. I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we have a connection there with Scott. Okay,
yes.
But and he was younger.
Yeah,
he was young.
Yeah, he was when it happened. He was 15 months or 19 months.
Okay.
And then he died later on.
Oh, that's why I heard he's growing up.
Yeah, he was like 15 when he passed.
Michelle's father, John, is working. He is working hard for his daughter. He has come through beautifully at this point. He continues to hold his energy. He has acknowledged that he's aware of his granddaughter's creative gifts. And then he sends Michelle a beautiful message for her to extend to another member of her family who lost a young child named Scott, who is growing up in heaven. And I know, because I'm a mother, I know how beautiful, how peaceful, how special that message was that Scott's mother received. And so God bless you. Scott's mama, I'm talking to you. I'm so glad that you have learned that your baby boy is growing up in heaven. I love what I do. And then John, he gets personal with Michelle. He begins to speak about her not living her best life and covering up her sadness with laughter. And only he would know that. That's his kid. And we don't really know in this particular scene what he is referencing, whatever it is that she needs to let go of or move away from, so on and so forth. We don't know what it is, so let's continue to watch and see what happens.
That's interesting. Your dad says we're all here waiting, and you won't be meeting us soon. I
Oh,
guess you're
that's
gonna
good.
live. I don't know if you worry about
I worry a
leaving.
lot lately.
Oh. Okay. Did people did they leave quick?
My son.
Okay. Okay. So he says you're not leaving anytime soon. So
And I worry because of my little girl.
okay. Yes, you're gonna live long.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Good. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, he said don't just relax and be here for a long time. So, in another vein, you won't connect with them anytime soon.
Okay.
So there's a positive and maybe
A negative.
a little negative, or a little
Yeah.
bittersweet. So the good news is you'll be here. for a
Okay.
little while, and everything will be fine, and then you
Yeah.
can see all them later.
Okay. That's good to know.
Okay, good. Okay, so, your son is your son on the other
Yeah.
side, and that's who you
We're hoping.
hoping to
Yeah.
communicate with? Okay, so let me ask Dad
Okay.
where the son is, and
Okay.
see if we can get some clarity on that, because everybody else has come through and,
Okay.
had their voice. Did it have something, my breathing is, I'm just having a hard time breathing. Did it have something to do with his lungs?
I have no idea how you would explain it.
Okay.
Yeah. Over there, Chris. I don't know.
Okay, I
It
guess,
could be.
I guess maybe not sure why.
Yeah, I mean, I know why he passed, but I don't know if that would, how it affected him. I wasn't there.
Okay,
So-
so that makes sense to the feeling that I'm getting in my
Yeah.
body.
But I could see him not probably being able to breathe in his lungs.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And he did have asthma, so maybe that's why you're
Oh.
getting that. Yeah.
Oh.
And he smoked on top of it. So, yeah.
Oh, the lungs.
Yeah.
Asthma,
so,
the lung,
yeah.
respiratory.
That's not what he passed from, but it probably was
that's-
affecting when
right.
he did pass.
It impacted the
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah. When he did pass, that probably.
Okay. Does the number 9 mean anything to you?
Yeah, that's the day my son was born on the 9th.
Oh.
Yes. And that's also the month he passed away in,
Okay.
right? September is 9th?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, we're in
Okay.
September, yeah. So, and it's funny because I was doing my lotto and I was picking numbers and I was doing numbers with his numbers, like from, when he went to the corners and all those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a lot of 9s in them.
Oh, wow.
And I was thinking he didn't even know that was probably his lucky number. But not a lucky number per se,
Right.
because, I mean,
Right.
he passed away. But I guess
Right.
if you're
They're
happy
just
up there,
following
then
him.
maybe it is a good number for him.
It's 9 and in numerology it's a symbol of fulfillment. Get to him or contact him right away.
Yeah, I couldn't see him because they had to wait and do an autopsy. So, and I wanted to see him, they wouldn't let me go. They wouldn't even let me go ID him.
Okay.
And so I had to wait like over a week.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay, not able to communicate right away. Okay.
I had to wait till he got to, the cremation place.
Yes. I'm stubborn.
Yeah. Yeah, I I'd say.
Maybe a lot more than you'd like to admit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because I just heard she's stubborn and she gives, I don't know if you gave the people a hard time during that
I was
time, or
calling-
if he's saying my mama is stubborn and gives people a hard time.
Probably both. Because I was so mad, I kept on calling the lady from the corners. Why can't I see him, this and that, and da-da-da,
Okay.
And when are you going to have the autopsy, and,
You were
and
stubborn,
they
you
had
were
to take
persistent.
longer, yeah.
You were persistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in general, I'm stubborn too, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's firm about that. She's stubborn. I don't know what this means, but I hear she needs to stop carrying on about how I died. It will stop. Every time you tell a story and you get into it, it creates more pain.
Okay.
And you won't heal until you stop telling the story. Write about it privately, but stop.
He always hated me telling everybody everything, so I could see him saying that, like, stop telling everybody. Because, and I don't go just tell somebody. It's like something will happen and I'll bring it up,
He wants you to stop that.
Okay.
Because you're reliving the feelings of it.
Okay.
It's going to make it harder for you to be at peace with. It was time for him, as unexpected as it was. That was time for him to go. He was here for the length of time that he was, and he needs you to be okay.
Okay.
And to stop talking about it.
Okay.
Okay.
I
So.
can see him saying
Okay.
that.
Good. That's his personality.
Yeah.
Okay. Mama's talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop telling everybody all your business.
Okay. Yes, he said stop that. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Good. Okay, so his energy is not as strong as the others, and actually he's starting to break his connection,
Okay.
which means he's leaving. And the point of that's all he's got. He's got a real interesting personality. He's not super emotional, not like mushy, or he's just kind of like, here it is, and that's it, and okay, now come on, move to the next thing.
Yeah.
So he's moving around in the same way. So he's like, okay, I made myself present to her.
Okay.
Now listen to Grandpa, get your life together, stop telling the story. And
Okay.
and he mentions, do you see him in your dreams?
No, only one time I felt like he gave me a big hug, and it was not the night I found out that he passed away. That day I found out that day, not that night, but the next night I felt like he just gave me a big hug before he left. When I was sleeping, I couldn't get up. Like it had to be, you know.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
yeah.
So he says, look for more of him. Look for
Okay.
him. Look for him in your dreams.
Okay. If I dream, I don't remember the dream, so yeah.
So you remember his.
That one I did remember him.
Maybe you'll get that dream over
Okay.
again. Maybe it'll be
Okay.
one of those ones that repeat
Yeah,
for you.
it felt real. Like
Okay.
his spirit was just
That's
hugging
how
me.
they show up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called a dream, but that is your loved one visiting you
Okay.
through your dream. And so that's how he will connect with you
Okay.
after today.
Okay.
Okay, so he's gone.
Okay.
He's out of here, which is good. He's
Yeah,
off
he did.
to-
He always wanted to be everywhere else.
Yeah.
He
He's
didn't want to be home. He always
he's
wanted
out.
to run.
He's out.
Yeah,
He's
he
like-
always wanted to be free spirit.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is that way on
That
the
was
other
probably
side
hard for
as well.
him.
It's probably hard for him to show
Yeah.
up and connect. It was easier for
Yeah.
everybody else, and then he shows up at the tail
Yeah.
end, gets the message in, and then he's back out. Sounds like your kid.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I would say that you had a good reading.
Yes, I
Heard
did.
From
A
quite a
lot.
few
Yeah,
loved ones.
people I don't even know, or maybe know, I'm not
Exactly.
sure.
Yeah. So that's great.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
Took a minute.
Yeah.
Yes. We had to have the bestie leave the room.
Yes. And then Dad came through, and Scott.
And your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. John. Yeah. Okay.
great.
Oh.
Yeah, so thank you.
And here we have John still working so hard for his daughter Michelle. He answers her concerns about leaving her young daughter behind. He lets her know that she won't be leaving anytime soon, which means she won't be connecting with them on the other side. So it's a little bittersweet, but that's fine. And then finally, her son is able to come through and begin communication. And he's able to do this because he's riding the energy of his grandfather. We love how hard John worked to get his messages through and then to bring his grandson through in order to communicate with his mother. And then he validated through me that his passing was respiratory related. He showed me the number 9, which was the day he was born. It was the month that he passed. He let us all know very clearly that his mama's stubborn or persistent, and persistence was great. It was called for when she was dealing with hospitals and, things that were going on at the time of his passing. So we like stubborn, and he let her know that he saw her praying the night before, which is always nice to know that our loved ones are still with us. And even when we think they're not, her son is hanging out. And I thought that was just a nice, sweet little touch there. I saw you praying last night, Mom. And then, of course, he comes back from being sweet with a little, mm, a little firmness, a little loving kick push, and he tells his mama, stop telling the story of my death because it's going to keep you stuck longer. And I thought that was I thought it was a bit harsh, but in the interim of things, I'm not having an opinion. But later on, when I saw the footage back, I just thought, oh, he got a little harsh. But again, like I say to my clients, sometimes a loved one will come through in a way that might sound a little harsh or negative, but the truth is they're communicating with you in the way that you need to be communicated with in order to take action in your life to create a new outcome for your life. And so it would be appropriate that her son, because he knows his mama, would come through and say, listen, stop telling the story so you can begin to heal. And so all in all, I would say after a great length of time and a whole lot of patience from everybody who participated in this reading, for Michelle and all of her loved ones, the reading turned out to be really good. A lot of messages, a lot of validation, a lot of love. And they worked really hard. Michelle, I hope you really appreciate how hard your loved ones are working for you on the other side. They did an incredible job connecting with you. And so I just want to say thank you for your patience. I know it was tough. Ooh, I had to work. We all did. But thank you. I enjoyed myself, and thank all of you for tuning in into this episode here on this new show. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you later.